Let's talk about the tools that you don't use every day, but when you need them, man, they are a lifesaver. So these are the tools that I can never sell, even if I don't use them every day or every week. I can never sell these tools because, man, when you need them, they absolutely save the day completely. All right, YouTube. So, tools that I don't use every day. Sometimes I use them for a week straight, but I don't. Then they go back in the trailer, and I don't see them, or I use them for a week or two, or however long it is. Some of them is months, but most of them we try not months. There's a couple in here, but so these tools I can never sell because I'd have to go buy because they fill a niche, and it's sometimes the only tool for the job. So absolutely, I already spent the money. Can't get rid of them. I don't care if there's a newer version out because I don't use it enough to warrant buying a completely new tool. And these are absolutely tools that just save the day when I need them. So first one up, this is now no like general 1 through 10. This is just, these are tools. This is a list of tools, no order, nothing like that. So first one, Milwaukee Fuel Hog. This baby, this is a 7 1/4 inch shank. Absolutely, you know, when I'm running electrical, making a big hole for anything, this is the saves the day. You got a good, nice 8 amp hour battery on this baby. And you can get multiple extensions for this, and you just auger through and power through everything. I absolutely enjoy this tool. I don't use it every day, but when I need it, it's absolutely the tool for the job. Sometimes certain jobs like this job I'm on currently, I use it like 2 or 3 days in a row because I'm running lines, all that kind of stuff. I need to make holes, and it's absolutely great. I got drills and everything, but this just powers through it with torque, and it's got the 7/16 quick disconnect. So, changing out bits is fantastically easy. Get yourself one if you need. Now they make a bigger one. They make has more power. I'm sure Milwaukee's going to come with like a Gen 15 of this or something like that later on down the road, but this does the job. I mean, there's something to be said about that. So next one, Milwaukee's DeWalt's cordless 20 volt. Actually 18 volt planer. This thing, I don't use it hardly ever. It has onboard tool storage. It's this thing, it's building a deck, building a ramp. You need to make that board fit. You need to plane it down just a little bit. This tool saves the day. Absolutely the only tool for the job. Cordless, of course, you know me. And I will say all these tools, I absolutely buy them with my own money. So nothing's sponsored in this video. Links in the description if you want to know what these tools cost. And I'll put some videos too. I'll put maybe some cards at the end of here, some reviews of these. But this tool, it absolutely, you need a board to fit, but it won't because you got that curve to it. This tool will take it down for sure. It's fantastic. I know Milwaukee has one and Makita does as well, but cordless, brushless motor, and this thing just glides, and it could use a little better. I want to say chip. Extraction, because this little hole right here is a little small for it because it gets clogged up there. But I mean, come on, like, you gotta have one. All right, what we got next? Next will be basically my cable stapler. This baby. Now, I do use this at least every couple weeks to a month for sure. Some jobs it's on, and I run batteries to this baby. Either Romex, low voltage, anything like that. This thing is an absolute time saver. I'll never be without one of these. If this one starts having problems, I'm just gonna go buy another one and have two once it's repaired because it's an absolute game changer, time saver. Oh man, if you're laying Romex and you're just hammering those staples in, trying to get them right, man, this thing just saves the time, saves the day. If you're my helper, you're gonna put a staple through a coax and then have us drive out 45 minutes out to go replace a coax line for free because I don't know, for some reason you can't get the coax in the little part right there. I'm just kidding, come on. Anyways, this DeWalt cable stapler is fantastic. If you do run Romex cable, anything low voltage, get yourself one. It is a time saver for sure. I will say the staples are subject. These are DeWalt only, so you have to buy their staples, which is fine, but as long as you can find them, get them online, just stock up on them. It's a fantastic tool. Next, we'll go with the bandsaw. This baby. Now, I know if you're an electrician, you're doing conduit, you're going to use a bandsaw pretty much every day. I get it. Don't, stop typing. I get it. But I don't. And when this thing comes out, I need to cut something. Man, is it so useful. Like, I think there was a pipe, you know, a customer wanted a, you know, like they had a fence, but they wanted the pipe cut off. And you give them a try. You can either dig it out, or you just cut it out of the base. You know, I guess you can do a reciprocating saw or something like that, a recip saw to cut it off. But this baby makes it just so nice, so easy. Cutting anything, PVC, everything you need to cut a band, you know, use to cut a, you know, use a bandsaw for. This is absolutely does it. It's got very high. I think I forget the capacity of this as far as how wide it is. But man, it's nice. They do have smaller ones out there. They have a newer, lighter version of this. It's a little smaller as well. Man, this is a little heavy, but absolutely does the job. I won't never get rid of it. Can't, because I mean, it's Johnny on the spot when you need it to be. That's all I have to say about that, right? So get that boat anchor down there. Next one, go off camera. My Fluke tone and probe. Now, if you're a low voltage guy, you probably use this every day. I know. I used to, now I don't, but I still keep it. If you need to trace a line, you're running cat, something happens, you need, you know, there's multiple uses for this baby. Absolute game changer if you need to find something and you got a big, you know, bunch of telephone wire, you need to find a certain one, tone it out. This is absolutely the tool for it. I mean, come on, like, just buy it. This is a Fluke version. There's, you know, Klein makes them. There's so many people out there that make these. There's not the only version out there. These are nice. I've had this for years. Can't go wrong with it. A tone and probe I'll never be without, because even in my own house I'm running the low voltage and everything. Sometimes I just forget what wire is which, or I don't label something and I'm pulling stuff through and I need to find out which one's which, right? So Fluke tone and probe, absolutely one of those tools that I don't use on a daily, monthly basis, but gotta have it. Gotta have it. Next up will be my Magnum / Magnum Spot. These are, I used it a lot when I was in the cable and low voltage industry, trying to find spots to drill holes, because you don't want to drill through a customer's nice hardwood floor, but you're drilling up. You want to make sure you drill up into the wall cavity, and you need to know where your wire is at. You need to know where you're at in the basement, attic, whatever you need to do. This is an absolutely fantastic tool. Not extremely accurate, you know, you got some areas, but man, it gives you the definite, you know, you can go off certain pinpoint, you know, points of reference, and you can get it done. And this absolutely helps me out almost every time I use it. Sometimes, you know, the battery dies, you forget, and all that kind of stuff. But Magnum Spot, these are fantastic tools. If you're in the low voltage, or if you're into, you know, having to fish wires all the time, it's definitely a good investment. I'll never sell this because, man, like, if you need it, and it'll definitely help you out for pretty much anything you need to if you're trying to find a spot in a wall. So, and it's not about costing money. It saves me money from damage claims, you know, warranting stuff out, drilling through customers' drywall where I'm not supposed to, etc., etc. So, absolutely 100%. I mean, it's great. Absolutely. What else do I got here? Okay, last one but not least, I'll say it's not just a tool, but having multiple impacts. These are all 1/4-inch hex, but having multiple is a game changer for me. I'll never not have multiple impacts, because for one, I forget stuff. So if I put this down somewhere in the trailer and I forget where it's at, then I'm not going to spend 15 minutes looking for it. I can just go grab another one and keep working, and then eventually, you know, find it and put it back where it needs to be, all that good stuff. So yes, these things do break. The triggers go bad. These are all Gen 3s. But at the same time, saving time by not having to worry about, okay, where did I put that one tool that I have? These are, you know, cheap enough where you can have multiple ones. Impacts are fantastic. It's one of my favorite tools to use, and that's why I have so many of them, is because I can leave one at a job site, loan one out to a contractor, and not worry about it. Just keep the job moving. If I forget something, I can, you know, go back into the trailer, grab another one. If I, you know, misplace it, left in a bathroom, you know, whatever. So, and also the same thing, if I'm doing multiple things, like kind of like an assembly line, I can have one with a certain bit, another one with another bit, and that way I don't need to keep swapping out, even though it doesn't take that long. It still takes a certain amount of time. So if you just, you know, swapping it out every time you need to do something, you can just have multiple, just grab it, you know, drive that fastener in and be done with it. So I think that's it for this video, you guys. These are my favorite not used all the time tools, except for the impact. The impacts I use all the time, but I have multiple, so all of these don't get used all the time. But you know, when I misplace one, the next one's on Johnny on the spot for sure. So Let me know in the comment section below what is your tool that you guys don't use every day, but it's absolutely must and you'll never get rid of. All these tools, if I lost them for some reason, I'd still buy them over again because they're that valuable to me. Some of them have sentimental value, but absolutely they're tools that you need to have if you're doing that kind of work. So like and subscribe, you guys. I'll see you in the next video.